What is guys, Tyler once again, and I'm coming at you guys with another content of Cookie Run Kingdom. And in this video, I want to share with you guys a pretty insane team that I found out on YouTube by one of the Korean YouTubers, which I'll link down in the description below so that you guys can see the original video if you guys choose to do so. But it is going to be using Crunchy Chip, who is not within the summoner comp right now, and on top of that, using a treasure that we really haven't seen being used, and that is going to be the Flamingo Tube. So here we go, guys. This is going to be the team right over here. It's consisted of Financier, as well as Crunchy Chip, Sherbet, as well as BTS and Cream Unicorn. I do want to let you guys know that in certain cases, you guys can switch out Cream Unicorn for Herb, allowing you guys to get rid of some of the debuffs that is going to be happening from Frost Queen as well as Sherbet. But let me show you guys this team real quick, and that is going to be with the topping of 5 of the solid almond with Crunchy Chip. The main focus here is going to be on the damage resist as well as the HP, and most importantly, the attack speed as well, which I'll explain later on in the video, as well as Financier with 5 of the Swift Chocolate here, guys, focusing on the damage resist, and at least around, 17.3 minimum, around 20% will be the more optimal choice. And the next one is going to be Sherbet. Sherbet is using 5 of the Swift Chocolate as well, focusing on the damage resist, and of course, having around that 20% cooldown if possible. 22.4 is very, very good if you guys can get it there. And the next one is going to be a Cream Unicorn 5 of the Solid Almond. This is going to be the same for Herb as well if you guys are deciding to use Herb instead of Cream Unicorn. And it is going to be 5 of the Solid Almond with damage resist focus and around at least 6.5% cooldown, around there, 7%, 8%. 8% is probably most optimal choice if you guys get it. And the next one is going to be our BTS with 5 of the Swift Chocolate here, and of course 24.1% at least for the cooldown if possible, and then attack speed, attack, and crit as the substats. Alright, so the reason why we are using this team is because of the Frost debuff that we have on Sherbet. So if you guys remember, Frost debuff is going to decrease the attack speed of the enemies affected by the Frost debuff by 5% per stack. Alright, so it's an insane amount if you could keep up this debuff. However, on top of that, Crunchy Chip is able to slow the attack speed of the highest attacking cookie by up to 50%. Alright, so it says attack speed minus 25% when the claw mark is applied. And then on top of that, it can stack up to 2 times, making it 50%. So the carry of the enemy team will have their attack speed reduced by an insane amount, allowing you guys to deal the damage while taking less damage from the enemy team, as well as their skill is just going to be so slow. All right, especially if it's someone like Captain Caviar, as well as someone like Black Pearl, someone like Vampire, where they have a skill animation, it's going to be insane. On top of that, Black Pearl, as well as someone like Vampire, they need to finish their animation in order for their cooldown to start again. All right, allowing you guys to take advantage of your skill a lot faster than the others. And on top of that, the reason why we're using Flamingo Tube here is allowing Crunchy Chip as well as Financier to stay alive, because they do get an increase of 50% max HP. But on top of that, Financier's shield, all right, is going to be based on her max HP. It's going to be 12.7% of Cookie's max HP for 5 seconds, allowing her to have a bigger shield for herself. All right, and it is also going to allow her to deal more damage because they're able to soak up more damage because the shield is a lot bigger, right? So this is pretty much going to be a very, very good team. So after this, you're going to be able to see a lot of the arena battles. I versed a Vampire comp with Black Pearl. I've versed Black Pearl comp with Sherbet. I've versed a mirror matchup as well, and you can see that this team is going to be amazing for certain teams like those. On top of that, if you guys verse a Captain Caviar, it's going to be the most ideal as well, because you're able to soak up the damage with that Cream Unicorn's burst heal. But on top of that, you're slowing down Captain Caviar so much that the torpedo is going to take forever for it to land. But once again, guys, this is not going to be a counter to every single team, and especially if you're versing something like the Dark Account team as well as Frost Queen Sherbet, then I do recommend you guys, if you guys are going to use this team, to switch out our Cream Unicorn for someone like Herb to get rid of those debuffs. And on top of that, if you guys are versing someone like maybe Sorbet, who is able to deal a lot of damage, as well as someone like Werewolf, alright, then I recommend you guys do switch out the Flamingo Tube for something like the Feather in order for Sherbet to come back alive one more time in case he dies early on. But here we go, guys. Let's get into the actual arena battle, and you guys can see how well this team works against certain comps right now inside of the arena.
최선을 다해서 같이 갑시다.
Victory's approaching! The light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서
Victory's
같이 갑시다.
approaching!
Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching!
Has awoken. 최선을 다해서
The light
같이
guides
갑시다.
my hand! Victory's approaching!
Let's start the
Victory's
parade.
approaching!
최선을 다해서 같이 갑시다.
The light guides my hand!
Has awoken.
The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서 Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching!
최선을 다해서
The light
같이 갑시다.
guides my hand!
Let's start the parade.
Has awoken!
최선을 다해서
We've had so much fun.
I need a drink. 같이 갑시다. Let's start the parade.
The light guides my hand! Victory's approaching!
같이 갑시다. 최선을 다해서
The light
Let's start
guides
the
my
parade.
hand! Victory's approaching! The light guides
갑시다.
my hand!
최선을 다해서
I need a drink! Approaching!
Let's start the parade.
The light
같이
guides
갑시다.
my hand!
최선을 다해서
Victory's approaching! The light guides my hand!
I need
The
a drink.
light
같이
guides
갑시다.
my
Let's
hand!
start the 최선을 다해서
Victory's approaching!
I need a drink.
The light guides
같이
my
갑시다.
hand!
최선을 다해서
Victory's approaching!
Let's start the parade.
The light guides
Let's
my
go,
hand! Victory's approaching!
최선을 다해서
The light guides my hand!
The butterflies have come to congratulate me.
The light guides my hand!
this. 최선을 다해서 Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서 Escape this. Let's start the
The
parade.
light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서
Victory's approaching!
Escape this.
The light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서
Let's
Start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서 Escape this.
Victory's approaching!
Let's start the parade.
I'm one with my comrades.
The light guides! The light guides!
Escape this. 최선을 다해서 Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서
The light guides
Escape
my
this.
hand!
Let's start the parade.
Approaching! The light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서
Victory's approaching! The light guides my
Let's
hand!
start the parade.
Escape
this.
The light guides my hand! Victory's approaching!
Let's start the
최선을
parade.
다해서
Let's start the parade.
The light guides my hand! Victory's approaching!
I'm sorry.
서로 눈을 바라보고 공연할 수 있어서 즐거웠습니다.
The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서 Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The light guides! The light
최선을
guides my
다해서
hand!
Let's start the
The
parade.
light guides my
최선을
hand!
다해서
The light guides my hand! Victory's approaching! The light guides!
최선을 다해서 Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The light guides my hand!
A victory for the just.
Will I see something new today?
start the parade.
Here we come!
Victory's approaching!
최선을 다해서
The
달려.
light guides my hand! Victory's
Let's start the
approaching!
parade. Let's start the
최선을
parade.
다해서 달려.
Here we come!
The light guides! The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서 달려.
Let's start the parade.
Victory's approaching! The
Let's
light
start the
guides my
parade.
hand! The light guides my hand!
최선을 다해서 달려.
Victory's approaching!
Let's start the
The
parade.
light guides my hand! Approaching!
최선을 다해서
Let's start the
달려.
parade.
Victory's approaching!
I'm sorry.
The light guides my hand!
Let's start the parade.
Ours is the side of the righteous.